Hello, my name is Dave McQueen, and I want to welcome you to episode 2 of How to Be Magnificent. Now, in this episode, I want to talk to you, that's you. I want to talk to you as a teenager about how you can actually discipline your parent. Now, I know some of you are sitting down there and getting it slightly twisted. I'm not talking about going up to your parent and slapping them around the head, or trying to ground them, or putting your dad over your lap, and no, actually that's kind of weird, and if you did that, you'd have issues. What I am talking about is how can you, as a teen, learn how to discipline your parents. Okay, so let me break it down for you. To discipline, if you go to the root word, it means, I'm picking my nose, it means to disciple or to lead by example. So there's 3 key areas that I think you can actually lead by example with your parents that I think will be quite powerful. Your parents will be impressed, and it will show you as a young person that you have got self-leadership. So the first one is how you deal with conflicts. Now, I've got 2 daughters of my own, and sometimes they tick me off, and I know I tick them off as well. I've seen them writing it in their journal. I see the kind of stuff that they write down. And oftentimes I wonder, if I'm supposed to be a really good parent and in control of my emotion, I wonder if they were able to do it, how would they do it differently? So my simple advice to you is this. When you get really ticked off with your parent, really peeved, and they're getting really angry with you and they're proper kicking off, letting off steam, throwing pots and pans, scribbling on the wall, proper screaming, why don't you be really calm? And instead of you kicking off in that situation, you being really in control and waiting until they calm down, and then you showing them that you can handle conflict really well. You count to 10. You really breathe. You listen. You respond. You find out exactly what they are trying to say, and you be the person who has the power in that conversation. Because when you're the person in power, that is effectively quite powerful. And I can tell you now, most parents who are quite sane, and I know not all are, but most are quite sane, will be really humbled by that. So that's the first one. The second one I want to say to you is about being able to set goals. Now, everybody talks about goals and what they want to do in their life and where they want to reach. And, as a teen speaker, I love going around to schools and colleges and all the other institutions where young people are talking about goals. But here's what I will say to you. Get a piece of paper and write down the goals you want to do in the next month, 3 months, 6 months to a year. And write them down in 3 columns. Write down what you want to do, write down how you're going to do it, and write down why it's really important to you. And when you've written that down on a piece of paper, and it may only be 3, because, to be honest with you don't want to put too much, write it down and stick it on the fridge, or stick it in the kitchen where your parents can see it. And then at the end of the week, or whatever time you have when you've finished it, go and tick that box when you've done it. And they'll look at it, say for example, it might be about your homework, it might be about your keeping fit, it might be about you, obviously looking after yourself better, but tick off that list and they'll be impressed, so much so that you actually are subliminally teaching them how to set goals. And the last one, which is kind of related, is to get like a dream board. Now think of all the things that you dream you'd love to do. Okay, now that's kind of like linked in with your goals, but write down a dream board about the places you'd love to go, the things you'd love to do in your life, what you'd like to do in terms of your career and your studies, and write or draw or paste pictures or whatever you do and put it on one big board, like an A3 size or something like that, and put it so that your parents can see where it is, and write down about the things that you want to do. And then go and sit down one day and have a discussion with them. Talk to them about what they did in their lives and how they wanted to get somewhere and how they can help you to realize your vision. That way, subliminally, you're coaching them. They don't know it, but you're coaching them and you're teaching them by your skills about how you want to control your life, and they learn from you. So there you go. 3 simple tips as to how you can discipline your parents. But just remember, while you're doing that, learn how to discipline yourself. Thanks very much. Dave McQueen. I'm out.